I don't believe Shawn Porter thinks he can win the fight. That's the best way I can put it. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe Shawn Porter thinks that he can win this fight. You feel me? Because why does Shawn Porter need so much money to fight Bud Crawford? Why did he need so much? Shawn Porter is getting a guarantee of $4 million to fight Bud Crawford. When in his career has he ever gotten a guarantee of $4 million? When? So if that's the case, Knockout say Shawn believe in himself. I mean, if you believe in yourself, why you need more money, Knockout? Why you need more money than you ever made? Let's share the screen real quick, cause I got some receipts here that we need to go over. Expeditions. Well, his fight with Earl Spence, which was probably his biggest payday, he got $2 million guaranteed. You feel me? So if you getting $2 million guaranteed for Earl, need $4 million for Bud. Why do you need double the amount of money to fight Bud than you got for Earl? You know what I mean? Knockout Boxing 86 say Bud Crawford is also getting his highest payday to fight Shawn Porter. Does that mean Crawford don't believe in himself? Look, Bud is gonna get paid more than Shawn. Those are just facts. You're not gonna pay Shawn Porter more than you pay Bud Crawford, Knockout. So I get what you're trying to do there. You know what I'm saying? I get what you're trying to do there. But if you pay Shawn Porter $4 million, you gotta pay Terence Crawford more than that. Being the champion, being the undisputed guy, being the undefeated guy, being the guy that has the belt, you have to pay him more. I don't think Terence needed $6 million to fight Shawn Porter. As a matter of fact, I know he didn't. I know he didn't need $6 million guaranteed to fight Shawn Porter. I know he didn't. But I know that Shawn needed $4 million and really wanted $5 million guaranteed to fight Terence Crawford. I know Shawn Porter's the one who said he was insulted and felt disrespected by Bob Arum. The fact that he offered him $1 million or $2 million, Shawn was flabbergasted and clutching pearls and all that. Because Bob Arum offered him $1 million, $2 million guaranteed to fight Terence Crawford. So Shawn's the one who needed the money. You know what I'm saying? So we can't get that twisted. You know what I mean? We can't get that twisted at all. Those are two very different things. Say, by this logic, homie Ugas didn't believe in himself against Pacquiao. Ugas didn't believe in himself against Pacquiao. I mean, he's not getting paid more than Pacquiao. But if you Dennis Ugas, what are you supposed? And you know that you fighting on pay-per-view for the first time. You know you doing all these things for the first time. Well, you supposed to get 300,000? I mean, he's gonna get his highest payday, especially when you're somebody like Ugas and you ain't seeing that many high paydays to begin with. You're gonna see your highest one versus Manny Pacquiao for sure, simply because the money's just gonna be there for the fight and they could just afford to pay you more. So it's not really the same thing. Knockout, I hear where you're going, but it ain't the same thing. Knockout say, ain't saying Porter gonna win, just that he believes he will win. I don't believe he think he gonna win. I don't believe he thinks he gonna win. I don't. I think Shawn think he gonna lose or get knocked out. Realistically, I think Shawn feel like he gonna lose or he gonna get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? And you know that sucks to say, but you disrespected by $1 million, you guaranteed, because that don't mean that's all you gonna get. That just mean that's the guarantee. You know what I'm saying? And you get whatever on the pay-per-view in. You disrespected by $2 million guaranteed. You know, like, come on, man. Why you feel disrespected when you hold on, let's big the screen back up. Why you feel disrespected when you just took $2 million guaranteed versus Earl Spence? You feel me, Knockout? And that's where it don't come together for me. You know, that's where it don't come together for me. Because if you said that Ugas made $1 million fighting Shawn Porter, Okay. And then they offered him a fight with Manny Pacquiao for $1 million. And he said, no, I feel disrespected. How could you offer me $1 million to fight Manny Pacquiao, even though I've only made $1 million? Then we would be working with apples. But for Dennis Ugas, that was his highest payday. For Shawn Porter, his highest payday was against Errol Spence. Granted, maybe they ran a simulation and feel like the pay-per-view buys on the back end was going to get him more money from Earl, so he was maybe willing to take less. But it says here in this article here, Knockout, that's his highest career payday. $2 million guarantee. That's the highest guarantee that he's ever gotten. So you getting your highest guarantee versus Errol Spence. Bob Arum is willing to match that with the fight with Terence Crawford, and you feel disrespected. See, that's why I call right there. See what I'm saying? Mango Ju 07 say the same reason Pacquiao needed 20 million, then 40 million to fight Bud. Absolutely. That's the same reason you need Pacquiao needed $40 million to fight Bud. Right? He needed a whole 40 million to fight Bud, but he fight Errol Spence. He took the Errol Spence fight for 20 million. So how you figure that? How you figure you taking as big of a risk? Okay, you got two fighters, according to a lot of people, are on equal playing fields, right? And then you got one fighter saying, well, I'll fight him for 40, but I'll fight him for 20. Obviously, that fighter don't view the same amount of risk between the two fighters. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Part of this ugly. You know what I'm saying? That's just part of this ugly. Knockout Boxing 86 say, but Ugas was getting his highest payday. I'm just saying, bro, that if a fighter won his highest payday to fight another fighter, then that don't mean that they know they gonna lose. I mean, I'm not mad at him for trying to get the bag. But remember, this fight almost didn't happen, Knockout, because Shawn Porter felt disrespected that they offered him $2 million. So if you feel disrespected at $2 million, even if I offer you 2.5 or $3 million, that's still not going to satisfy the disrespect, is it? If you feel disrespected by 2.5 ain't going to make you feel better, which would be his highest guaranteed payday. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like Shawn don't believe he gonna win. Shawn need the bag before he get in the ring with Terence Crawford, which leads me to believe that he's mitigating his risk, which leads me to believe he feels like he's gonna lose. You know what I mean? For that reason, I'm hoping we get two confident fighters in the ring that are there to win. I think it's gonna be a good fight, though. I think Shawn is gonna give his best effort. I don't think he's gonna come in here timid and then lay down on the floor. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna come to fight, but I feel like he knows he's gonna lose, though. I feel like he knows he's gonna lose, and his mentality is gonna be like, I'm just gonna do my best. You know what I'm saying? And if you know anything about boxing, if you ever been in the ring before, then you know that mentality is not good enough. It's not good enough. You know what I'm saying? That mindset isn't good enough to be successful in the sport of boxing.